Howdy y'all, it's Ryan from R&A Music, your mom and pop guitar shop and lesson studio deep in the heart of Texas. It's where I'm at right now, and I'm so excited to ask you guys a question. Welcome to another episode of Ryan Asks You questions about gear and stuff. We've done a few videos where I'm asking you guys and ladies questions about gear and the industry and music, and I'm really curious to hear your opinions, and we've done several of these. Today we have a new question, and that question is, what do you think about signature gear? Guitars, pedals, amps, pickups, picks, yeah, signature gear. What do you guys think? Would you buy or do you own any signature gear? How do you feel about owning someone's signature guitar? Do you think that's kind of cheesy, or is it, you know, kind of cool, or do you not really care at all if someone plays a signature guitar that's not their guitar? Now I could say, I think in my life I have only owned one guitar that was a signature artist guitar, and I no longer have it. I actually sold it earlier this year, and I'm actually really glad that I did, because it turns out the artist was kind of doing stuff he shouldn't be doing, and anyways, I'm glad I got rid of it. So I've only owned one guitar that was a literal actual signature guitar. I have owned some pedals. I think I have a Zakk Wylde phaser. You know, it's a Phase 90, but it's the Zakk Wylde edition. I do own that. I've got several sets of EMG headset pickups, you know, because honestly I like them. I think they sound great. Now, would I ever own a signature guitar again? Probably. I guess. I'm not I'm not really sure if I would or not. I've always wanted to have a James Hetfield guitar, because I'm a mega huge James fan, you know, from back in the day, and I think he's great. He was a huge influence on me. So I wouldn't mind having, you know, a Snakebite or the Vulture or something cool, one of his old signatures. I'm also a mega Zakk fan, although I don't know that if I can see myself getting into the new Wylde Audio stuff. The Blood Eagle's cool. If I got a really smoking deal on a Blood Eagle, I might get one, maybe. But you know, I can't think of. Oh wait, Dimebag Darrell. I would love to have a Washburn dime, like a nice one, at least a Korean one. The USA ones are just stupid expensive now, so I don't think I'd ever own one. But I think it would be more for like sentimental kind of reasons, you know. I don't know that I would actually gig or play in a lot of videos those guitars. I might, I don't know, it just depends. But I've never owned one yet. You know, I've bought a lot of guitars in the last 10 years, and only one was a signature guitar, and I ended up getting rid of it. I've had a chance. I could have bought a Hetfield guitar. I could have bought several others. I haven't done it. So I'm not sure why I haven't, but I just haven't. So what about you guys? Do any of you guys and gals, Blackjack, do y'all own any signature guitars? And, you know, who is it? Whose signature gear do you own? Why do you own it? And tell me why you love it and why you got it. So I want to hear those stories. If you're one of those people who's not really into signature gear, please comment too below and tell me why you don't like signature gear and why you will never play it. Respectfully, of course, please, respectfully. Now, one thing that I have done over the years is I've kind of gotten guitars that were inspired by a signature artist without buying that artist's guitar. So for example, I have a Gibson Explorer that I bought many years ago. It was definitely inspired by James Hetfield. I mean, I got an Explorer because I loved the James, right? Now, mine is wine red. It's got a black diamond plate pickguard. I did have EMGs in it for a while, but then I've also removed them and gone back to the original stock Gibson pickups. Now, it doesn't really look like one that James would play. I don't know that he ever played a wine red Explorer. His were always black or white or something. So it was definitely inspired by James, but you certainly wouldn't mistake it for like a Metallica guitar or one that he ever played. So there was a strong inspiration on that guitar without being a carbon copy, I guess. Another guitar that I've got this LTD EC1000T custom with a maple fretboard. Now, I got this guitar specifically because it reminded me of two signature guitars. My favorite Zakk Wylde guitar that he always had was his camo Les Paul Custom. You know, it was camouflage with the bullseye, but it had a maple fretboard. I thought that was the sickest thing ever. And that's basically what this is. If you can get one of these, it's a thick body. It is basically LTD ESP's copy of a 70s Les Paul Custom. Thick body, all the binding, all the stuff. So it's basically my my copy of my favorite guitar that Zakk had. But obviously it's not camo and doesn't have a bullseye. Now it also kind of fulfills my need for a truckster, because we all know James plays ESPs and he has a lot of single cut EC guitars, the Iron Cross, he had the trucksters, he had, you know, several different ones, the het rods from you know, the guy in England who does the customization stuff, Hutchison Guitar Concepts. So this guitar is kind of like my favorite Zakk guitar, and a tribute to Hetfield as well. Now, I did put Hetfield EMGs in it, but they're in gold, and I don't think he's ever played gold ones. Now, this is a guitar that's totally inspired by two of my favorite artists' signature guitars. That's hard to say. So I'm a big fan of guitars that are obviously influenced by my favorite artists without going out and getting their actual guitar. I'll give you another example. This beautiful Schecter is a Hellraiser Extreme, neck through, all that. Now this is inspired by Jeff Loomis. I love Jeff Loomis. He is awesome. And now he's no longer a signature artist with Schecter at the moment. He's kind of a free agent. He's just taking his time, playing whatever he wants. He's not signed with anybody, so we'll see what happens. He's actually still playing his Schecters in concert with Arch Enemy. If you look at their concert photos, he still plays his Schecters. But anyways, Jeff, I think his guitar was the first one with a maple fretboard and kind of the gothic cross inlays. These aren't exactly like Jeff's inlays, but they're very similar. So this guitar is very similar to his signature. Of course, it's not the Vampire Red, it's the Trans Black. But when I play this guitar, I kind of think of Jeff, a 6-string version of Jeff's early signatures. Now, I don't play like Jeff. I wish I could, but you know, that's not me. But I enjoy his playing, and I think his guitars were killer. And so this guitar was totally inspired. This is kind of my getting my Loomis on. It fulfills that need for, you know, getting a Loomis signature, but it's not a signature. It's inspired by, but it's not a signature. So it can still be my own thing. If, you know, if this becomes my guitar that I'm associated with when people think of me, that's probably not going to happen. But you know, whatever. So it kind of fulfills that need for me of the signature. I'd still like to have a signature just because I think the guy is cool and he's really nice. And I think for me it comes down to, if I bought a signature guitar, for me personally, it's probably just because I'm a mega fan of the artists, you know. That's probably why I would get one. For sentiment, you know. Because there's a ton of other guitars. This is actually probably a nicer guitar than Jeff's. I don't think his was a neck through. This is a neck through. This is actually spec'd out a little bit better than his, I think. at the time, the early ones, but you know, whatever. So I have a couple of guitars that definitely were inspired by artists. My Explorer, the LTD EC1000 Custom, and then, you know, this Schecter. Totally inspired by some signature artist guitars. So you guys let me know, tell me, do you own a signature gear of any kind? Why do you own it? Is it because it's a great piece of gear, or is it more of a sentimental reason why you have it? I really want to know what you guys think about signature gear. So please leave a comment below, you know, pro gear, anti-signature gear, as long as it's, let's try to keep it, you know, kind of cool. No need to like smash or bash anybody. If you love it, great. If you don't, that's okay. Let's just, you know, kind of try to be supportive of each other. That would be great. Keep it nice and civil. I can't wait to read all of your comments about this topic of signature gear and what you think on it. So please leave it below. I will go through and read all these and, you know, probably comment back. And I'm really excited to hear all of y'all's thoughts about it. So let me know what you think about signature gear, pros, cons. Do you have any? Do you not? Do you have guitars inspired by pro gear? That's kind of cool. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to Arne's channel, please subscribe. Go ahead and hit that bell where you'll get notifications. If you want to get email notifications, that'd be great for when we put up videos. YouTube seems to not want to inform subscribers when videos come out. That's kind of funny. Like, why have a subscribe button if they don't notify people? I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment, give us a thumbs up if you enjoy these style of videos where we ask questions and we discuss it as a community. I really love that. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. You guys can too. Thank you so much for everything and supporting our little shop. If you want an RNA t-shirt, there's a link in the description. Go get you a new one. And we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Keep the music alive. The music needs you, and we need the music. And we need to keep it alive for the next generation, the current generation that are learning to play guitar. Let me know what you think about signature gear, man. I'm so excited. We'll see y'all next time.